What role does a Bible translation play in a sermon? It plays a vital role. One of the methods that I use in sermon preparation, in my own preaching through the years and in teaching preaching, is the importance of what I call comparative Bible translation. After we do the exegetical work in the Hebrew Old Testament or the Greek New Testament, if we have had the benefit of the languages, as we move into the writing of the sermon, we need a good translation that we use. And not just whatever translation that we are going to use, but we also need to look carefully at how different translations render a particular text. The value of that is checking your own exegesis. If you've got some meaning in that text that 10 different translations you compare and they all go a different direction, it might be wise for you to check yourself out, and maybe your meaning may not be the right one, but you get an idea. You get ideas of how to communicate. You know, we're preaching the Word of God, but we are using words to do that. Now, one of the reasons why I love the new CSB translation is because the way it is faithful to the original text and yet attempts to communicate in such a readable style that whether one has been in church forever or whether they've just walked into a church and never been in one before and they're looking at this Bible and hearing a sermon from the text from the CSB, for example, they are able to understand what is being said. There are many, many translations out there, but the use of comparative translation, I think, is very, very important in preaching. It creates a situation where, as you prepare a message, you are able to do comparative work in how best to express this. You know, Mark Twain said the difference between the right word and the almost right word is the difference between lightning and the lightning bug. And good preaching is going to recognize that we're using language to communicate the gospel. We want to be the best communicators that we can be. Wise is the preacher, therefore, who involves himself in doing comparative translation work in the preparation of his sermon.